Yo, what's up guys? Back for a new video. Today I'm going to talk about the preseason slate that we have for Wednesday. So it is the biggest contest that I have seen so far for preseason. 20,000 to first, $6 entry, 19,000 people. So it's the biggest one so far. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some of my thoughts on this slate. It's a 4-game slate. A couple of news just to point out. Westbrook is out. He has a questionable tag next to him, but he's out. So that's going to open up big usage for Paul George and Dennis Schroeder, who should draw the start in his place. So both guys look like great bets. If we look at the Clippers side, the Clippers are they look a lot different now that DeAndre Jordan's gone. Griffin was traded midseason last year, so the team looks very different. Lou Williams is out for this game. Not only is Lou Williams out, but Teodosic is out as well. So we're going to see good minutes for their rookie point guard, Alexander. I'm going to have to figure out how to say his name because I have a feeling it's going to be very relevant for fantasy this year, as he looked amazing in the Summer League and just looked great in the first game as well. So I like him a lot. I also love Patrick Beverley coming off an injury. He looked great. So, you know me, I love playing point guards and centers, and this slate looking no different. So first up, point guard, I love Dennis Schroeder here at 6,300. I'm going to get the start in place of Russell Westbrook. She'll play good minutes here in his opener as he gets comfortable with his new team. And Schroeder coming over from the Hawks, just a great solid point guard. Great scoring-wise and also great with the passing. Can get you a steal or two as well and a couple boards. So depending on how many minutes he plays, if we get word that he's not going to play too many, then obviously I wouldn't play him. But I think he's going to play a good amount here in his first game as he gets comfortable with his team. So I love Dennis Schroeder. On the Clippers, speaking of the Clippers point guard situation, I love Patrick Beverley here at 4,900 as the 2 guard. So he's going to get a lot of opportunity here as, he pretty much missed the whole year last year with injuries. And with Williams out for this game, with Teodosic out, it's going to be Patrick Beverley and Alexander at the point guard for most of the game. He played 25 minutes in the first game against the Sydney Kings and looked very good. Patrick Beverley is a great defensive point guard, so he always racks up steals and blocks, and he had 5 combined steals and blocks in the opener against Minnesota. Here, this team is in disarray with the Jimmy Butler news, so they are susceptible to point guards. Jeff Teague is not the best defensive point guard, so I love Beverly. He's very cheap at 4,900, and I have a feeling he's going to see good minutes. At small forward, give me Kevin Knox. So I mentioned that preseason you like to play rookies and just like first or second year players that should get a lot more opportunities than veterans that coaches don't want to risk their bodies. But with young guys, with rookies like Knox, they're going to get all the minutes he can handle. He played 26 minutes, looked great in the opener with a double-double, and it's another great matchup here against the Nets, who are very bad defensively, and teams just scored at will against them last year. So at 6,400, I love Kevin Knox, especially if he's going to draw the start once again. All right, let's keep it moving with another guard that I like is Chris Dunn of the Bulls. Dunn is looking pretty good here. He's going to be drawing the start once again next to Zach LaVine in the backcourt. Dunn is another guy that does everything as a point guard: points, rebounds, assists, steals. He's another great defensive point guard. And he looked very good in his 23 minutes against the Pelicans, with 5 of 7 from the floor, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 12 points. Very solid stat line. He's just very well-rounded. Will definitely fill up the stat sheet. And against the Bucks here, I like Chris Dunn at 66. I think you can also play Zach LaVine, who's a little more expensive at like 69. But both guys are great plays. LaVine is a little more shot dependent, so if LaVine's shot doesn't fall, he's not going to be as good as Dunn, because Dunn should get more rebounds and assists and steals. LaVine is much more of just a scorer, and Dunn is more of an all-around player. And LaVine shot 8 of 13. I'm not sure he's going to be able to shoot that well against this Bucks defense, especially against Chris Middleton, who's a solid defender. So I like Chris Dunn at 66. And then with Westbrook out, I think Paul George becomes a very good play today. Paul George should get so many more opportunities, not only handling the ball, but a lot more shot opportunities. As we know, Westbrook loves to shoot the ball, and George should also get a lot more rebounding opportunities, as Westbrook shouldn't be there just to grab the rebound. So at 7,900, we definitely can fit in Paul George, and against Detroit, I think it's a fine matchup for him. So, Tobias Harris is now gone for the Pistons. He got traded to the Clippers with the Blake Griffin trade. So, George should be matched up against guys like Reggie Bullock, Luke Kennard, just guys that shouldn't be able to match up with Paul George. So in this spot, as long as he gets good minutes, he should play well. And then speaking of the Clippers point guard, I love them, especially with two of their starting point guards out. It should open up the door for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander again. So I think at 5,200, he's another great price tag that we can take advantage of. Should get a lot of opportunities. Another rookie that should get a lot of just minutes in this game, especially with the injuries. And I think pairing both Patrick Beverley and Gilgeous-Alexander is a great strategy on this slate, as both guys are cheap and should see north of 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So I think, and both guys are great defensive point guards too. So they could definitely rack up steals in this game. So those are 6 players that I like for this 4-game slate. If you're looking for some other players, I think you can definitely stack up the Pistons with Griffin and Drummond if you want to. Try to make them work if you want to go down maybe from Chris Dunn to a cheaper point guard. And then just center-wise, Karl Anthony Towns, see how many minutes he's projected to play, but he should be a good play, especially if, with Butler not being there anymore, so there's more usage to go around. And yeah, Cantor at 62, just never know the minutes with Cantor. You only played you played under 15 in the first game. Not sure how many minutes he's going to see in this one, but if we get word that he's going to play a lot of minutes against Brooklyn, this could be a great rebounding matchup for him, as he crushed every game against Brooklyn last year. And then Bobby Portis as well, with Markkanen out. You could play Bobby Portis. He's going to be coming off the bench though, but he's fine. I think just a great permanent player. But the guy that I have a lot of interest in is Wendell Carter Jr. So he's going to take over the starting center duties in place of Robin Lopez. He played a ton of minutes in the opener, 25 minutes, and looked very good, 11 points, 7 boards. And Robin Lopez did absolutely nothing in the opener. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulls start Carter Jr. here, and if they do, then he becomes a great play for this slate. So that's all I got for today's video. Those are some players that really stick out to me on this slate. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and good luck tonight.